Warriors lost to the Wizards, huh?
That was a good game, man. I just got done watching it.
Really? Was it
I
on
feel like
TV?
it might be good, but it was on NBA TV. I don't know if you got that.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Which is weird too, because it's like that's supposed to be the national game, like to give you some other games not on the TNT, but it's like nobody has NBA TV.
I usually have it, but I went down to the lowest package with actual providers. So
Yeah, I ain't mad
you
at you.
got to go. NBA got no juices. MLB Network and NFL Network, even NHL is still there. But NBA gotta go.
You watch baseball?
No, I'm just saying on the lowest package, I still get MLB. I still get NHL
Uh,
Network. I get
got
NFL
it,
Network. But
got it,
somehow the lowest package does not include NBA TV.
got it.
Turner ain't got no juice apparently, because the other ones are what NBC, ESPN carriers. But I think NFL Network is ESPN also. But
Yeah, I'm not sure.
whatever, man. But yeah, it's been a good week. It's been an interesting week of shit going on. So I was definitely got to get the Get Out joint. Was thinking maybe your top disc records. I mean, you didn't really chime in on a disc record joint, so I don't know how you was feeling about it. Are you frozen? Or are you just smiling for a really long time? You're frozen.
I did now.
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Yeah, I can see you. Are you sure you got a real connection now?
What you what you mean a real connection?
I know before you were doing like a hotspot or something like that.
Now, I've been doing this for like 3 months. We haven't had these problems. We've only started having problems since you've been super busy and flipping computers and stuff. My
Okay.
connection obviously is player because you hear me and see me fine. You never be telling me I'm breaking up.
No, I just don't say nothing. Anyway, though, it's still like it used to be last time, where after maybe 30 minutes, then your quality of the video goes down. So I'm not sure what it is.
I mean,
your video just went out now. I could hear you
got you.
still. Are you
I
turned
mean,
it off?
I got Comcast though, but I mean Comcast could be like throttling it
Is it
down.
Wi-Fi?
It's
It's
Wi-Fi, but
Wi-Fi?
they can still stream.
It's not like a hotspot? Oh, okay.
No, it's
Anyway,
actual internet.
whatever. I'm,
But they
I just said, is it Wi-Fi? You said, yeah. And I said, all right. I
they
didn't say
still
nothing
be
else.
throttling it down.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
assuming after you get so many, because we stream a lot now because the kids do all streaming upstairs. So
you. I feel you.
next
All
time,
right. What up, world? Thank you for joining us. All right, let me do this thing. Can you hear me? Yeah. What up, world? Thank you for joining us once again here on the World Spoken Podcast. Yeah, man. A lot of stuff going on. We got the movie Get Out that we got to discuss.
yo,
Maybe
you
some
get
other
out.
things. This is got Nicki Minaj, Remy Ma going at it.
I think Nicki Minaj's career is over.
I think it's going to take a lot to do that, but I guess
You
we'll
think
get
so?
into it. Thanks for joining us. Let's get it.
I think
Yeah, man.
got Ja Rule.
Nah, like I understand that, but well, maybe you're right. That's how I think about it because I don't think it's over in the sense like a Ja Rule, but like she might be relegated to just like the pop queen and not like
Yeah,
the nicest MC or
MC.
whatever. Not that she was anyway, but you know what I mean. But
think
relegated to more of that.
for lack of a better term, her hood card. I think people still might vibe with her. Just you ain't the tight, you ain't the toughest in the game. Just
Yeah.
don't talk about that stuff. Go sing your songs, do whatever. But I don't know how she could come back because Remy Ma gave her the 8 Mile treatment, where I'm gonna talk about myself in my
Yeah.
kiss to you, so you really can't say nothing back.
Yeah, it's just different because I mean, it's the Whimsins, you know what I'm saying? Like there ain't really we all know, Remy Ma just got out
Said the
for
what? Man?
for
The
popping her
women?
homegirl. Huh?
Said the women?
The Whimsins, the women, it's a
Oh,
different game. It's not the same as you getting your car pulled as a undersized rapper. and who's always been, described as a Tupac wannabe or whatever. So it's very different. Yeah.
But I feel like I guess the similarities I'll draw is I remember the time people was tired of Ja Rule anyway. Like I
Yeah.
remember Ja Rule was on the radio for like 18 months straight with just like love songs or whatnot. And I thought people was tired of him anyway. And it just went in like I can't describe it, but just people was already kind of fed up with his steez. And I think a lot of people were kind of getting fed up with Nicki Minaj's steez. And she hadn't really dropped nothing hot in a long time, right?
Yeah, I can get with
So,
that.
so I think people was just like, well, maybe the rumors was true about the Ghost Riders.
But that's
You
the
know,
best time. That's why it was so good. It's the
timing.
best time to do it. It's like that. Like timing is everything. If it was fresh off of one of her last string of hits with, Drake and all them cats, it'd be like, oh, you just reaching for attention, blah blah blah.
This time last year, she was on top of the world. She dropped the Pink
Yeah,
Print,
she
and
had all kind of records.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean it makes sense. I mean it still is to me in that way because now it's like her joint's gonna be on the iTunes list and you're gonna be talking about her because basically
it
the momentum they have from all the way up is just about done. They've been riding that to the end, like performing that mug everywhere, and it's like that's about it. So it makes sense that now it's like, hey, I need something else.
So is Cheether the diss track you can play in the club in the vein of Ether? 'Cause Ether, you play Ether on the radio, like
Yeah, I don't know if we're there. I mean, it might be like in New York. New York they'll play anything if it's in that vein. But well, first of all, full disclosure, I haven't heard the record.
what?
Like I tried to hear it once, but it like on the phone, but it made me have to download the SoundCloud app. And then
Oh, yeah,
it's
oh, you
been
didn't get an option to just listen through browser? That's what I did.
it wasn't working. Like usually it just lets me do that, but it kept just going right directly to the download. So I was like, all right, pass. I'll do it next time. And then I kind of overheard some of it because the wife listened to it and she was over there laughing or whatever. So I heard some of it.
I can
I heard,
imagine. I can imagine Janelle over there, like
what's so
listening
funny?
to it.
What's the funniest thing ever is that both of us get those kind of reactions for like everything, like whatever it may be.
Y'all a
Because
super woke couple, man.
that's what I'm saying. We woke. I got the nerd glasses. I work with numbers. So it's just like, what? You know about this song, or y'all be at the club together? Like when I saw the Neos, we went to Grits and Biscuits.
Y'all, the one that just passed.
Yeah. So we ran into like a couple of the Neos, ran to some old folks, and ran to Isaac. Cats are just like,
Of course. I ain't never been a biscuit and grits or whatever, however it's called.
yeah, me either. But it's just random people like, what? And it's like, it's funny though too because the one time when I got tired and I was holding up the wall is when they walked by. So they're probably like, man, you just came out just to stand on the wall all night. I was like, man, it's just funny how that works because like we was just getting it the whole night. Then it's like, I need a break, and that's when I see all these cats like, I got out. Go ahead and get out there.
That's
Pretty
funny. I
much.
mean, because the one time we went out, it was hella lame because of the bachelor party joint for old boy. It was
Yeah,
like, and with no one
yeah,
out.
it
So
wasn't it.
we had to hit it with the wifeys one time. I'm more of the hold up the wall type of dude, chill a little bit. I gotta get loose,
Yeah.
get loose.
Well, I like to dance, and then a lot of times with me and wifey, it's just like the precursor to once we get back home. You know what I'm saying? So we be
All
having a
day.
good time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we love it.
You want wife?
So
You
yeah,
want to go to the club, get this in the dance, or make it happen. Me and my wife,
yeah,
we'll go out and then we'll hit the strip club and then go home.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Slight
Same
differences,
result.
but hey,
Yeah,
same result, same result.
same result.
So
You got it.
yeah,
But yeah, but anyway, so you haven't heard the
so
secret dish. You gotta
yeah,
hear
I
it.
haven't given it the full listen. And the thing is too, one of the other reasons once I kept hearing 7 minutes, I was like, man, like I need to really
Hey, they play the
block
whole
out a
shit
big
on the
time
radio
to hear
one time, and it went by fast. And you can YouTube now. They have like the reactions. They have like people. They have like people listening to the track on YouTube. You can see the, you can hear the track. It's
that's the whole market. I gotta get it. I'm gonna listen to it.
yeah, man. It's definitely that brings us to what I wanted to talk about. Not that we'll spend time about Remy and Nicki, but the top diss tracks because it's people vary on that. Like it's interesting. They vary, but it's not much variance. Like hip hop, when you look think about it, there are it's a lot of variance in hip hop, and then you get to this point to where there's some absolute truths it's gotta kind of be gotta kind of I don't know what the hell that was, but like for example, people love all different types of hip hop. But if you ask somebody the greatest rapper, you're gonna get Jay-Z or Pop or a bit like you know what I'm saying? Like there's not very many variances within that. And if you say something outside of that, it's like sacrilegious. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like,
it does. Right.
so which is interesting because, you know, hip hop is so different, it's regional and it's low, it is all kind of stuff, but then there gets to this thing where nope, this is it. It's definitive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like diss tracks kind of get like that. Like people got kind of the same little short list of diss tracks. And me, I'm of the minority who think like Ether was overrated because Ether has become the verb for diss tracks, right? Ether, you know, I'm gonna Ether you, Ether this, Ether. Ether. I'm like Ether was so whack to me.
Ether was the best thing about Ether is the name.
Right, and the fact that he went at Jay-Z, right? Like, which is like right. At that time, it was like somebody putting an actual diss tracker out against Drake. Now it's like what? Right. Like what?
Shot at the throne, yeah.
Yeah. No so, doubt. But okay. So because I'm like, if you listen to Ether, it was kind of whack.
It's just a whole bunch of big lips, and you look like a camel. Like you know, come on.
Right. Whatever. It was very juvenile, but I say that like I was in the group like a few days ago, and it was just like sacrilegious to say that Ether was whack, it was overrated. So I just don't. So I want to see kind of where you come in because you know I do know you listen to hip hop a lot, and you know we have kind of had the luxury of being just old enough to kind of have seen it all except for the very very beginning, like right, like you know what I'm saying. So
we don't know about like. The bridge is over. You know what I'm saying?
I missed the KRS one. You know,
Marley Marl and KRS. Just
the Big we Daddy Kane and the LL Cool J. I heard about the Daddy Kane versus LL and all that stuff. Kind of missed that one, but you know. Hold on, my son took my daughter's alarm clock and just threw it down the stairs.
Yeah, I saw your eyes like.
Hold on. He's walking down the stairs. Like he's walking down the stairs like he's supposed to be in bed 30 minutes ago. He just took her whole alarm clock and just threw it down the stairs. He just came down like, "What's up?
What you gonna do about it?"
Like, this dude, this guy. And I hate that he do stuff like that, and I can't help but laugh at it. But I know I'm not supposed to be laughing at it, right?
Yeah, it's hard. Like tonight, our baby did it. Like the wife made like this like shepherd's pie kind of dish, and then the kids haven't been wanting it, and then our youngest was like, "Man, it tastes worse than it looks." And we was just like trying not to bust up.
Drop the bomb. That's Ether there.
So we were both just looking because once they see you laughing, they're like, "Ooh, I'm about to say that again next time." But I was just like, "Dang!"
Like, tell how you really feel.
And yeah, she'd go in on her. She was telling me this morning too. She was like, "Yeah, your daughter was going in on you yesterday," because I forgot she wanted her to pick her up or something like that. And then she was like, "Oh, I can't. I'm not strong." Then she was like, "Yes, you are. You're 32." And I was like, "How old you are ain't the same as how strong you are." And then she was like, "Well, Daddy can, and he's the fattest out of everyone. Like, you're getting old, but he's fat. Like, he's fatter than all of us put together." Like, just going in, I was just like, "Man, what I do to you?"
You're like, "Hey, it's true. It's not slanderous. It's true, right?"
It'd be so funny, right? And it's like we have all the story. We just be rolling because kids just be like, they just do it. They don't care. Right. Like this other time, we was like, "Oh," she said, "You can see it here. I'm gonna probably take this out, but I'm just gonna share it with you real quick." she saw like an old picture of my mom, and she was like, "Oh wow." She was like that, but now she went like this.
You was like boom, 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 boom. Before you was like blah, 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 blah. Now you like
like stall your granny out. Well, it's just funny how it goes, man. They just see it and they just be talking. I really like.
oh my god, but yeah, my bad. So I'm sorry, we gotta run that back a little bit.
All right, so we were talking about disses. So we skipped the era way back, the original, you know what I'm saying? But our era, top disses.
Yeah, so I would say NWA on present.
Okay. What you got? How you want to do it?
Me, no, no Vaseline, of course,
Okay.
to me is a good one. I love Joe Budden. A lot of people don't know who Joe Budden is. Joe Budden murdered the entire G Unit in 2004, something like that. It was vicious. I think Jay-Z Super Ugly was one of the worst meanest diss tracks ever. No one's listened to it because Ether was so Ether, but Super Ugly. Um, honestly, I know you haven't heard it yet, but this Ether, like if you,
It's up there for you?
if
I heard she had all the facts. She took the class on it.
yo,
She just did her research.
yeah, it was pretty
Her
bad.
sources.
I would put her up there with Eminem when he did Everlast was pretty rough. I don't know if you remember that one.
Man, you up in the crates.
Yeah, Eminem. Oh, cause I was big in that diss track. You know, from '99 to like 04, 05, it was diss tracks all the time. That's what you did. I would say up to those, and then the Cannabis and LL, which is another.
Yeah. Second round knockout is up there for me. Second round knockout, okay. And even Jack the Ripper. Like
I don't remember that. I remember second round knockout. I probably know Jack the Ripper. I don't know of his name.
No, Jack the Ripper was the name of the track that LL.
I was feeling LL's version, but I was over LL. And
well, here's the thing too. Like what I liked about the LL diss wasn't necessarily the diss, but it was that he wasn't making, you know, lounging and, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It was just like, yes, like come on. Like it was kind of like if he could kind of get back in this vein, he can maybe come out with another record later. Like it kind of, I was like, maybe it gets him started. But yeah, second round knockout with Mike Tyson up on it. Like it was just legit. So I'm a big Takeover fan because it was just like at Summer Jam on the screen and just came out of nowhere. And Cats was just like, it just, and it was on the album too. It's not like it was just like a mixtape. Like on my album.
It's funny because I'm gonna ask you this question about Takeover. Who was Takeover about?
Takeover?
Yeah.
The whole thing? It was about a lot of people. It was Mobb Deep.
Right. Because everyone tried to say it was that was a Nas diss song. Said because people compare Takeover to Ether. I'm like, you can't compare Takeover. He gave Nas like
this was a diss track, and then Nas took his response to Ether. But it wasn't all about Nas. It was just, you know,
right.
He was just laying it out there. So I really like that. I had another one.
I did read up about that the other day. I get apparently Memphis Bleak started the Jay-Z. The reason Jay-Z did Takeover out of nowhere because apparently Memphis Bleak and Nas had a beef, or Memphis Bleak thought Nas dissed him, and Jay-Z took that as a reason to go in.
Yeah, I saw that when Memphis Bleak was doing his little tour. After he did a couple podcasts, he did like Taxstone and some other ones. He mentioned the story. I can't remember it on top of my head, but he was saying something like that. It was like some kind of misunderstanding, and Jay was just like, "Ah, nah." Like,
yeah, I got you, and just went in.
Yeah, I got this. Like, nah. So, but it was like this whole misunderstanding thing. So it was funny. But yeah, I can't think of the other one, but I know second round knockout was definitely up there. I like Takeover. No Vaseline, you already said that one, so I'm not even going to repeat that. But there's some other ones, like some other cuts. And I like some songs that aren't really like extra going at you, like Wanksta. Where it's like Cats was just up in the club.
You're a Wanksta, but you never pop nothing. I mean, yeah, because if you didn't see the video, you would have known it was about Ja Rule, right?
Cats was up in here grooving, going on the whole song just about you, and it's just crazy. Like those kind of records, I like those too.
I put Back to Back up there because Back to Back ended a career almost. Like Back to Back was like
Back to Back. I put that one kind of in like the Wankster thing. Like it's a fun record. It's good, you know. It has its shots, but it's more like a fun record. You know what I mean? It's a record.
It wasn't like
it's not like Hit 'Em Up or you know what I'm saying, or like you're talking about how
you're not big on Hit 'Em Up either. Because I like Hit 'Em Up, but as a top,
yeah, it's nice, but it's you know it's just whatever. It's nice.
What about
it's I don't know.
T.I. Against Shorty Low, right? What was that? The T.I. did a few songs. It was the Watch What You Say to Me, and then
there's certain things where depending on who the artists are, like I can't get too much into it. Okay. So like Shorty Low, you know, Elo, I mean whatever, he's cool. But and then T.I. he makes good records, but I just don't really believe in it too much. I'm just like whatever. I don't need to hear that.
Yeah, I guess Cannabis wasn't as obscure to LL as Shorty Low was to T.I.
Right.
Now Atlanta, Shorty Low was the man, right? Like he was big out there.
Yeah, he's a man. He's a cultural kind of icon, but you don't think of oh man, he out here spitting.
Right.
He just make records.
Nah. You gonna do spitters, yeah. Even though 50 don't be spitting, but
yeah, I understand what I'm saying. But he was a force coming up. They had their beef. He was like, well, I'm a you know, similar to whatever. I'm just gonna make fun of you in a way and just get you out the paint.
Yeah, man.
And it just worked. Like I've never seen that kind of dismantling ever. Like it was just over.
That's the funny thing.
I had hits.
Yeah, he just it was a planned attack. Like it was just like everything.
Yeah, and it was just he was relentless. Like he had tape after tape, mixtape. It just kept dropping.
What about Fuck with Dre Day?
Man,
remember Dre? That was against Luke. That was against he went on a few people.
Yeah, I never really understood the beef with Luke, but that's one of my favorite songs, though.
Right.
Like, I guess that's in the vein.
Later, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't even know too. Like, I thought he was just talking in general, just you know, as a record. Like,
I remember the dude was acting like Eazy on the video.
Yeah,
I was so young, I didn't put it together. So I got older. I was like, damn, like.
I thought they were just using the video to diss him, but they just happened to pick a song. I didn't know, you know what I mean? So, but that record, especially like it's, you know, some of my favorite Snoop verses. And it's just
all the Snoop verses that he couldn't get away with today. Like you have to say pause at every line, right? Like it's funny, like that old kind of
like nuts on your tonsils and sticking to your gap. I gotta fit like everything. He's like going in, and it's funny too that you said that because now once in a while you don't get the little satellite radio. Sometimes these songs would come on and he'd be like, "He was really
like y'all was from Jailhouse, right?" Like
I'll be censoring when saying the lyrics. I just be stopping.
Like DMX, right? Lose My Mind, right up in here, like if you for niggas with a jumping phone, like it's about to get thick, like hold on, what?
Yeah, man. It'd be like, hey,
you turning a Damon out there.
It's just funny. It's just funny how things have changed, you know, because it's like, yeah, I mean, it's just funny. But Dre Day is one of my favorite joints. There's a lot of joints like that I probably forget about because I don't even think of them as diss records. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So you prefer?
So I guess if I had to,
you prefer the more melodic diss records, like a song. It's a diss, but it's a song, or I'm gonna just talk.
Yeah, like that. Because to me, the worst thing about a diss is that if it gets played all the time.
Okay, right.
That's my thing. Like if you could just be riding around and someone's jamming to the diss song about you. That's why back to back, I would just hear it every day. Like if I just turn the radio on, I'm hearing your diss record every day. People that were calling into the station that they play your diss song.
Preston Wankster.
And it's a hot record.
Because you never
that mug was on number one or whatever was out there, 106 Park or whatever for like forever. So it's just like that kind of impact is different than Hit 'Em Up where they barely can play it.
Yeah.
So I like
It's
both
just
of
a
them,
lot.
but there's something petty about you always hearing their record in the
Petty,
club
petty
everywhere,
at
and
the
it just
same
come
time
on.
sinister though. Like it's also like damn diabolical where he made it to where it's a club record that you can't escape this dude talking about you. Now that's definitely clever. But yeah, man, it's interesting because like me and you be on opposite sides of our things. We kind of are. We definitely are in the same vein with disc records though, which is cool because I be telling people Ether was not as good as it was. And then when you under like once I learned the true backstory behind Jay Z and Nas, like all the shit Jay Z was saying, he really actually did. Like he really left condoms on his baby seat. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like he was really like he was saying names like me and AI got more in Carmen. Like the girl's name was Carmen. Him AI, it was Nas' fiance, Allen Iverson, and Jay Z was smashing. And he was
Yeah,
saying like he was like you thought I was born a Renette who was acting, and she wrote a book about it and confirmed everything Jay Z was saying. Like she wrote a book about it and confirmed it. Like this dude Jay Z was
yeah,
savage. Like cause
yeah,
he that's how I know Jay Z's petty. Cause he had a beef with
yeah.
Nas for so long before like he was smashing Nas's girl just because it was Nas's girl. And then the stories come out that Becky with the good hair is actually Dame Dash's his baby mama. It's
Right.
like Jay Z, you petty, bro. like, like, like you be smashing cats chicks just because they like your enemy chick.
Yeah, he's like he's gonna go.
Yeah,
He's gonna win. It's crazy.
but yeah, that's not with the beef. But you gotta listen to Sheether. It was I give her I give her she was talking facts. She actually had some lyrics. It was actually kind of creative. It
Okay.
wasn't just taking what Nas said and kind of flipping it to fit Nicki. Like it was like she made her own bars.
Well, I thought out. All right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check it. I mean, I've heard good things, so I gotta check it.
it was so out of the blue. I never even go on Instagram. I randomly ended up on Instagram and it just popped up on the shade room. It was like, oh, like listen to this sheet. I was like, oh, what's this? Okay, oh, damn. Like it was
Yeah, I
crazy.
forgot what I did. Like I was somewhere, and then I just hopped on Twitter, and basically, like I scrolled, and everything was just like talking about. I was like, what's going on here? Like, what is this? So that's how I heard about it. It's like crazy.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy. But anyway, enough about that. That kind of started the weekend off. But the big story other than the
Hey,
Oscars, man,
can you cut it and start it again?
what do you mean?
Like stop this one and then start another live one?
Okay, yeah, easy to edit.
Yeah.
All right, hold on,
I think I'm gonna throw that at his own episode.
hold on. I'm gonna call you right back.